Hello G Nation, I'm your host G, and we're gonna have a look at the brand new Liv Morgan character that's getting released in the game today. Before we get started, if you're not already a subscriber on my channel, you might want to do so. You might want to also click that little notification bell so you do get those notifications when I post new videos. Also, if you like the video, leave a like. So, Liv Morgan finally getting a character in the game. If you guys follow me, you probably know by now, I am a huge Liv Morgan fan. I love her. So, I'm pretty thrilled that we're finally getting her in the game. As you see now, she's an acrobat. We have a look, the coach ability on the card at 9,000 is Immobile Gem, do 2,200 more damage. She has links with other women's superstar, Raw and Modern Era. Doesn't have any gear. Now we're gonna have a look at 5-star silver. Now as usual, I don't own the card. This is simply sent to me for preview purposes. They take it away after the preview. And I have to earn my own just like you do. So the first moveset we're gonna do is the running hip attack. 3 MP blue move, deal 53k damage and swap a 3x1 random area into green gems. The Hurricane Rana, 3 MP green move, deal 53k damage and swap a 1x3 random area into blue gems. And a jumping Enziguri, 3 MP green move, deal 282,000 damage and move the pin bar left by 1 notches. A good thing to note here, at 5-star gold, it will move the bar by 2 notches instead of 1, which is really good. And those are all really cheap moves, which means we don't even need any MP trainers whatsoever, thanks to the perks. In feud, though, you would start with 2 MP instead of 3, so you would need either an MP trainer or an MP coach like Santa Hogan if he's high enough, or if there's a row bonus that would work as well. You need to get one somehow. That one you want to be green, by the way. So we're going to be using all plus move damage here. So we're going KO and Gold Dust, both adding 45% green move damage, because this is not a finisher. Anyway, there's no finisher green move damage anyway. We're going to be using quick R-Truth, so that green moves do an extra 25, and we're adding Gooker so that all color moves do an extra 25. So we're really boosting that Enziguri here. On top of that, I got a move medal here that is maxed out for 133% green move damage. And I'm putting in the Chic plate here. The Chic plate, what it does is that whenever you activate a green move, increase your green move bound damage by 100% for 2 total turns. It is totally not needed. Ideally, I would want a plate that is pretty much an inverted HTM. Like the HTM, it is that whenever you get 3 greens, you get 3 blue. But in this case, what I would want is one that whenever you get 3 blue, get 3 green. But that doesn't exist. An HTM plate wouldn't like. If it's not for the Chic plate, I would probably go with a cheap shot, which is when you land a crit, the chance to, when you have a gem crit hit, you reduce your opponent's gem damage by 50%. So I would probably go with that instead. I don't want to generate like X gem or blast gem or whatever, because I want to keep my moves to do as little movement in gems as possible. Let's play that. Gonna go versus Hall of Fame Lita because she has more health. Alright. Obviously the first move you're gonna do is the Enziguri, and as you see here with the move medal, it does over 1 million right off the bat, which is like 2/3 of her health, really. Bang, there you go. Plus, since I got the Chic plate, it boosted the second move. It now does 251,000 instead. Problem is, if I do that move now, which would in turn keep increasing, because you see now this one is up to 1.3 million now. If I do that, I'm going to move my pin bar more up, and you kind of want to cycle that green move as much as you can, and you got to account for the fact that you're likely going to get some kind of cascade at some point. If I'm not going to use that green, I'm just going to go for that blue so I can do the green at least a second time for sure this turn. So I'm really not optimizing the sheet plate here. I'm going to use that again, plus it moves the pin bar by 1. That's the thing that at gold is going to be really, really good because it moves it by 2. So that pretty much guarantees that you're going to get another shot of it at 5-star gold. Now I'm going to use this. Hopefully not get any cascade. Although it's even more possible now because there's no health anymore. So the pin bar moved double. And normally if she had more health now, I could probably cycle another round. But now she doesn't have any health. So instead of moving 3 notches for a 3 match, I'm moving 6. So this is going to be over. Yeah, completely destroyed her. Didn't stand a chance. Excellent moveset. I'm kind of curious to see how it scales at 5-star gold because the move damage doesn't increase that much at 5-star gold, but it's still over 1 million. But I'm thinking that the sheet plate, which is really a non-object at 5-star silver, might actually be more of a factor at 5-star gold. Alright, this is like really, really good moveset. Let's look at something else. Alright, second moveset for Liv. This time it's going to be the Oblivion 10 MP blue move finisher. Deals 132.1k damage, destroy 9 random black gem and pin the opponent. The Ripcord Knee Strike 5 MP black move, deals 63.5k damage and make all blue gems into multiplied gems of strength 4. And the Middle Rope Missile Dropkick 5 MP black move, deals 60.1k damage and choose 5 gems to make into blue gems. As you can see, again, pretty cheap move cost right there at only 5. So this, we're not even gonna need any MP trainer. Now, keep in mind this is for tours. If it was in a feud context, you would definitely need an MP trainer here. But with perks and putting Santa Ogan here, I start with 5, so I don't need an MP trainer. So I'm putting Seth Rollins NXT, so I'm getting 4 more MP for the blues. I'm putting Matt, so I increase the strength of my multipliers by 2. I'm putting Memrock, so I increase it by an extra 1, plus 5% multiplier damage. And I got my Santa Ogan here for my 1 MP, and 2200 of any color, in this case for the blue mostly, but it's going to help for the black also. Now, in feud context, or if you don't have a max Santa Ogan, like most people don't, I would replace Matt by Bray, or you could put, I don't even remember, what's the other one that boosts by 2, but yeah, probably put Bray there instead of Matt. Same for feuds, because feuds you're not going to have a perk that gives you 3, you're going to have a perk, well, you're going to have a perk that gives you 3, but they're going to have a perk that removes 2. You're basically getting 1 extra. So unless you get row bonus, you're going to need to put some MP trainer, in this case Bray instead of Matt. You could replace Seth, but I'd rather make more blues so I can match more of those multipliers that I'll be making than just having those be higher up. Alright, let's try that. We're going to start by making our multipliers all over the board. You could do it the other way around and place your blues, then just make a bunch of multipliers, but that pretty much limits you at getting basically just 5 of them. Well, you could technically place more, but it would probably take you forever just to plan it out. That pretty much fills all of them, so let's just add some bonus there. $600k after damage reduction. I mean, it definitely works, but that did 600k after damage reduction. I did 3 million with the other spec. I still like the other spec better. I mean, obviously in case of infused, this would get boosted, like the multiplier is usually boosted, but you might run into someone that has a minus multiplier bonus, so I mean, maybe in some circumstance this is going to be better than the first moveset with like a shit ton of boost from fuse and stuff like that, but I still think the moveset we saw earlier is a hell of a lot more consistent and better overall. Alright, let's look at something else, because we didn't even need to use a finisher here. Alright, we're gonna do the exact same thing we just did, except we're gonna play it differently. So same moveset. Trainers, I did change Memrock for Sting, Hall of Fame Sting, adding 2 blues, because this way we're gonna play it basically like you would play Slick Rick, which I hate normally, so we'll see how that turns out. Again, you do need either perks or Santa or whatever, so you get your 5 MP going. If you don't, then I would replace Matt by Bray so that you get that black going. So basically we're going to try to place it so we get as much blue to match as we can. Let's do this. Lead us still. We're gonna get the blues going first. Let's see how we're gonna place this. Not super great placement, really. That's what I hate with moveset like that. You gotta place it somehow. You get as much as you can. Something like that. It's going to cascade those. That ain't too bad. I actually have extras, but I'm not even going to need to use. Let's put it like that. This is going to drop on that. I can put one here. Alright. Yeah, get that right. Now we're going to turn them into multiplies. It's a little trickier when you already have a lot of blues on the board, because you want to make sure you don't get a cascade. Go, got those going. Kind of similar result to what I did earlier. Just for 3 times the time. You can play this like you would Ric Flair, Slick Rick, but yeah, I mean, similar result to when I didn't even bother to. So that's one way. I still like the first one better, but yeah, let's look at something different now, or at least partly different. Alright, other moveset we're going to have a look at is basically a variation of the one we just did. We're going to replace the move that made the multipliers by the reversal, which is a 6 MP blue move, deal 574,000 damage, kick out a pin, and swap 11 random gems to black gems. Gems broken during kick out do not have any effect, cannot kick out when in danger. So this we're gonna, again, cheap costs. So again, we don't need to use any MP trainer. We're gonna be using Bailey here so that our blue finisher does 125% more damage. And we're gonna use Sami Zayn so that our blue move do another 45% damage. And we're gonna use Guersan so that our any color move are gonna do 25% more damage. Could be using also R-Truth for specifically blue, but I rather get all 3 moves, get more damage. And I keep Hogan here just so I start with 1 more MP, so I do have that 5 MP to get going with the dropkick on the first turn. If you don't have Hogan like most people, or you're in feud context, or you don't have the perks, then I would replace Sami Zayn by Bray Wyatt so you get that dropkick ready on the first turn as well. As you can see here, much improvement on the move damage. I mean, the kick out alone is like 1,000,000. And I switched the metals on my metal so that I didn't touch the plate. but I switched the metals so they're going to be increasing the blue move damage. So those should see a significant increase over what we're seeing now. Let's see it in action. See here, the kick out is 1.7 million. That's a hell of a kick out. And the finisher is going to be 552k. I really don't need to do much here. Like, I'm not even going to try to match all of them because I want to remain my turn. My kick out is ready should I get pinned. Now I'm going to use the finisher, which is going to reload my move and do like 552k. And since I got armor metals, it's even harder to kick out because it does 40% less. And apparently just that was enough to get it done. But since it destroys the black, it cycles my black move. I could have done it again on the next turn. And I have the kick out ready to do 1.7 million on her, which is the exact amount of health she had. So yeah, that's definitely useful, but I still like the first moveset a hell of a lot better. And that's pretty much it for Liv Morgan. And I guess you could try to keep the multiply move and have the reversal instead of the finisher, but in that case, if she kicks out, you don't really have anything getting you your black back. I'm not a huge fan of that. I kind of like move that cycles themselves so that even if you don't need them, you do have them in case something goes wrong. So I guess you could try that, but yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, really damn good character. I'm a huge fan of Liv Morgan to begin with, so I definitely want that card. Plus, it happens, so the character is extremely good as well. So, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. If you're not already a sub, make sure to do so to be kept aware when I post new stuff. If you have any questions about my content, make sure to leave it in the comment. And if you like the video, leave a like and share. See you guys. G out.